G'day, Simon here, Explosive Action. We're going on the train, going to go to the record shops, see what we can find today. There's a couple of things I know I'm picking up, but let's see what else we can find. And onto the train with all my friends into the city. First stop is Utopia, where apparently a Megadeth in-store signing is happening. As tempting as it is to meet Dave Mustaine and co., I've decided just to go record shopping instead. Diving straight into the records, got some interesting new ones on the wall here. Bunch of new and old records. Always impressive walking into Utopia. And I spy an OG Zentrix. Very, very cool to see. Not too badly priced considering. Nazul Live LP. Digging through the second-hand bin, now I've found a Vastum album that I desperately needed. Their first one, Carnal Law. Going through more albums, there's this interesting cover from Wild Dogs. But behind that, Warhead's second album, The Day After. Original press on Mausoleum Records. Very, very cool find. In the tees, we found Tyrant, German band, Mean Machine, early 80s metal, I think also on Mausoleum Records. Continuing tees, I found more records by Torch, all original presses. I have one of their albums which is really good. I should check what the rest of Torch sounds like. Great cover on Electric Kiss, and it turns out it's a test press. Very, very cool. Digging through more, and I found, very surprisingly, a Funerus album. This is a band that's made up of at least one or two Incantation members. I think they even played in Australia at one point. And Hallows Eve, Death and Insanity. One that I've got, but an excellent album. Cryptivore, great to see some Queensland bands in the local racks. Into Egg Records now. Sometimes I've come out of here with gold, but most of the time it's just worth a browse, skipping right past the hip-hop and into the metal CDs. The same Riot CDs have been here for quite some time, and a bunch of newer Sepultura that I'm not that keen on. But Gardinian, Soulburner, I quite like one of their first albums, but I'm not too sure what their later material is like. Some Gathering albums and Epica, Rings of Saturn if you like your deathcore, Long Pig, Cemetery, bunch of Iron Fire. But check out this Bride album, Silent Madness. It's a cool cover. I gave it a listen, but it's a bit too glam for me. So the old pawn shop has turned into this strange retro shop that has shoes in the window and an old black and white TV surrounded by knickknacks and shirts. Check out all these toys, wrestling, turtles, some old Warner's cups, Simpsons picture, an assortment of VHS. Pretty tempting to find a home for the Home Sweet Home picture. Now the meat of the video, into Repressed Records to pick up my order and have a bit of a browse. Vacuous, Innumerable Forms, Dream Unending, all great albums on CD. I haven't heard the name Velvet Cocoon in quite some time. Lycaton, Ultha, both albums. The new Worm EP. Majesties, which is getting a lot of praise at the moment. Very interesting to see these slimline cases. Zenic Gava. I'm not too sure what a lot of these are. Quite possibly Judas Iscariot's best album. And Godflesh Selfless. I haven't heard anything after Street Cleaner. Cold Meat Industry compilation. Void Ceremony. And an old Belcater CD. Into the LPs now. Some 10 inches at the front. The fantastic Stargazer album. Not too sure who this one is, Tithe, but behind it, Altar of Gore. the new demo and old demo compilation, the Lycaton on LP, and Majesties on LP. Great cover. And both 1 and 2 of the Ultha albums. Fantastic. Not too sure what some of these second-hand albums are here. Some cool covers. But some.
Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby.
But check out this thing. It's an old Drakkar Records album. Somebody dumped their Anthrax collection. These are all OGs, but as the label says on this one, it's got a bit of a hefty scratch. It did look pretty nasty, so I left it behind. Not much has changed in the rest of the albums here, except for this Thor's Hammer. Not too sure who they are. But a bunch of other great albums here. Things I've shown in previous videos. We'll just take a quick flick through, and I'll pull out some of the nice ones. Like this Mournful Congregation. A band I need to get more of. And Incinerated, I really should pick that up. Suffering Hours, a band that I think people need to talk about more. Seen this Derailment album around a bit. Nuclear Assault Survive, OG on the Wall, first press. Into the Metal and Grind 7 inches. Whole bunch of bands I've not heard of, but there's an Anatomia there. Gotta love a band called Fuck's Sake, and another ESP Mayhem. I picked up one of theirs a while ago. The band has no guitars. I'm not too sure if this is a reissue, but a Wehrmacht 7-inch split. It looks like Butcher ABC are coming for a tour. Very unexpected. But something that is expected is the shot of a beer. So only a quick shopping trip today, but quite a successful one, as this pile may indicate. Did pretty well. It's all vinyl shaped, as you may have guessed from the video that you just watched. So let's get into it. Obviously I haven't played anything, I haven't cleaned anything, we're just going to go through them. We've got here Altar of Gore, the Infinite Visions of Violence compilation. This has the 2022 new demo of the same name, and it also includes their 2018 demo. So awesome, new material and old material. The Obscene Jealous Gods album, I've only got that on CD, I would love to get that on LP, but this band, nasty, bestial Black Death out of the US, really good stuff, very almost lo-fi, but yeah, brutal band, really brutal. Love the cover on that one, really cool. Black LP does have a digital download code in here somewhere. I stick the hype stickers onto the inner sleeve when I can, and we get the lyrics or thanks list. There you go, very cool, and yeah, awesome. Don't know where this digital code is. It just fell on the floor, so there you go. On the chair, right. Well, I will save that for later. So there you go, digital code. I'm a bit tired. It was a long day. Altar of Gore, very happy to have that. Next up, this is a CD upgrade, and I only got the LP to upgrade from the CD, which I got in, I think it was September or so, maybe even August. Innumerable Forms, Philosophical Collapse. Really excellent Death Doom album from last year. Unfortunately, as it is with just things these days, the time between a CD and an LP can be significant. This wasn't too bad, but it's happening a lot now that it's something I really want on LP. It's the kind of album that I know would sound good on LP, and I've got their previous works on LP, so that's the way I want to go. But the CD is the first thing out, and it's out for 6 months before anything else. So, I buy the CD, I listen to the CD, then I get the LP, and I'll sell the CD on at some point. But anyway, it's an excellent album. If you've not heard Innumerable Forms, definitely check these guys out. I love the cover on this one. That's another good reason. I mean, this is really, really nice artwork, and the CD makes it this big. So I like having the big artwork. Really nice, out on Profound Law. Take a look in here. We get inner sleeve, which is nice artwork again. Very cool. I like the alternate logo there. I don't think I've seen that before. Very cool. And yeah, black LP. Not too exciting. So yeah, awesome. Happy to have an upgrade. If you consider LPs an upgrade, I do. I mean, they're just different format, really. Happy to have it on big format. Innumerable Forms, Philosophical Collapse. And this one, of course, a lot of people have been talking about this recently. It was on the Heavy Metallurgy stream last week. There was they had the guys from the band on the stream, and they talked all about the genre that the music is in. Ben Brainsmasher did a review of the album. It's quality stuff. I've only intentionally listened to just snippets here and there. I haven't even listened to a full song because I know it's going to be good. Talking about the new Majesties, the debut album from Majesties. It is Vast Reaches Unclaimed. I'm sure I'm getting that right. It's funny font. Yes, I am. Love the sort of spot gloss on the logo. Great. The whole artwork's fantastic on this. If you somehow missed the level of hype that's been around this one, and I'm not talking ridiculous hype, but it has been getting hyped a bit because $20 spin. These guys are intentionally playing melodic death metal of that early In Flames style, early Dark Tranquillity style, before everything went pear-shaped with those bands, and the mellow death scene became Molcore. So that's what these guys are going back to try and do. And from everything I've been hearing, and as I said, I've only heard a little sample here and there, but from the people that I trust, it's a killer album. So I'm stoked to get it. I'm going to give it its first proper listen tomorrow. Really looking forward to it. There's the guys there on the band. Great stuff. And take a look in here. So another one where I try my best to put the hype sticker onto the sleeve. Usually you can, black LP. Sometimes they don't want to come off, so I just cut out the sleeve and stick it in the lyrics. Because I replace all the outers with Dutch vinyl Blake sleeves anyway. So, kind of rambling tonight. It is late and I said, I'm tired. Majesties, really happy to pick this one up. Vast Reaches Unclaimed. Beautiful artwork. Now, the next two, I've heard the previous two albums from the band. Their last album was fantastic. Really, really good. I have not heard these two new releases at all. It was just a case of it's new from this band. I've heard enough good things from people saying that they were good. Melanie Loves Death Metal reviewed both of these and gave them the thumbs up. We are talking about the two twin new albums by Ultha. Look at that artwork. My God. Now, I don't know the reason why it's not one LP, well, one record, two LPs, and why you had to purchase two, because I haven't listened to it. I don't know what the differences are. Only thing I know is it's not like a one album's an ambient album and one's a metal album. I know that for a fact. But this one is Helionomicon, which is 2 tracks. There's the guys there. And this one is Anthronomicon, which is a bit more full length. So I guess that kind of sums it up. You get maybe 2 longer tracks. Maybe they're a bit more doomy. Maybe they're a bit more instrumental. Don't know. I'm going to find out when I listen to it. So I don't often go blindly into these things, but you get to a point with some bands, you just trust it. It's going to work. It's going to be fine. You're not going to get Illa Divides My Anus. It's going to be good. Yeah, more black hype. And you get the artwork again on an inner booklet with the lyrics. Another beautiful presentation. Just stunning. Look at this. Just amazing. And you're going to open up for me. Pop this one back in. Watching me re-sleeve. And this one here, again, wonderful artwork. Take a look inside again. Also, straightforward, a black LP, hype sticker, and more wonderful artwork. you go. Really nice looking. And more lyrics. So really excited to chuck these ones on. I expect good things. Yeah, like I said, I really dug the last stuff from this band. So yeah, Altha, really, really good. Tell you another $20 spin I want to hear more from. This has been a while. Ghastly. Ghastly are a great band, and their last one was even better than their first one, so I'd like to hear more Ghastly. This is another one that I've only heard again little samples on, but the right people were telling me it's going to be great, so you know, here I am. And it's got the right people in the band. This is how do I even say this? Lycotonon. We'll call it Lycotonon, which is a very odd cover here because it's apparently, supposedly, from what little samples I've heard as well, quite the odd bit of sort of avant-garde black metal, avant-garde black death. It's going to be that kind of thing. Look at that weirdness of a cover there. This is another project featuring members of Wayfarer, Stormkeep, and by extension, Blood Incantations. So, yep, I'm going to listen to it. It's going to be good. There's the guys there. Got a bit of Dodheim's Guard thing, or later Bluthaus Nord going on. Yeah, awesome. This one's out on Profound Law. Going to be a big listening day tomorrow. Whoop. Another digital thingy has just fallen out. I will save to the side for later. And another black LP. And the inner. Is this a poster? It is a poster? Or is it a fold out? It's kind of both. Yeah, it's a fold out. There you go. And it's kind of a mixed thing there. Hard to show this. It's so damn big. Upside down? I don't know. Because it's all written sideways. Unbelievable. These avant-gardes. No idea what's going on. Anyway. Like a turn on. Awesome. I'm hopeful. So that was all the new stuff I got from Repressed Records. This next batch here, smaller batch, I got from Utopia Records, and you saw that in the video, of course. Was very excited to find all these. Utopia. Repressed is a bit more targeted. When they have their metal section, it's a bit more me overall. It's all pretty much death metal, black metal, doom metal. And that is pretty much what they call metal. Utopia is, well, they managed to succeed since late 70s. They paint with much broader strokes, right? There's Beatles records in Utopia. I don't think they should be there, but they're there and they sell. So what am I supposed to say? What I'm trying to say is I don't usually go into Utopia to dig around and find extreme metal gems very often. It's not the thing I usually find there. The things you find in Utopia is like when the new Hypocrisy album comes out and you want a cheap CD, easy, Nuclear Blast, they've got it. That's what I get at Utopia, that kind of thing. I don't expect to find this kind of stuff. So, Funerus, Festering Earth, these guys were sort of an incantation side project, very similar in style. And I never had a copy of anything that they made. I didn't have the CDs back in the day. This is from about 03 or 4, something along those lines. And this record was there in Utopia. I don't even know what the pressing is on this thing. Dark Descent might be fairly recent actually, but it was a used record there, and that's just unexpected. So man, I was happy to pick this one up. Not too sure when Dark Descent put this out. Maybe there'll be a bit of information in here. But what was really cool is, I haven't got a proper inner in there yet, but nice sort of translucent sort of maroon or purple or something. I need to get a proper poly inner into that, which is annoying, but there we go. Lyrics, stuff about the band. Anything about here a date? I mean, it says recorded 2003, we already know that. I don't know when this came out, but it is Dark Descent Records, so yeah, anytime since 2010 is when this would have come out, because that's how long Dark Descent's been around. So there you go, Funerus, Festering Earth. Highly unexpected to find that. Really have to have it. This one though, this was like, it shouldn't be a difficult one to find, but it has been kind of challenging for this one to just show up. So I was really happy that it was there. It was just there. Vastum's first album, Carnal Law. Vastum, a great band. Heavy as death metal, but We haven't done anything in a little while, and this debut has always eluded me on any format, really. So it was just there, and look, I don't think it's been played. $20 spin release. Pretty sure Carnal Law is out of print. I don't think the record is in print, so having it there was great. And like I said, this thing is mint. I don't think it's been touched. Again, no poly inner, which is annoying. I don't want to take it out because I have to give it a clean and put in a poly. And you get, what is this? Lyrics and a poster, which is very cool. Interfeces et urinium mascimer. What are we saying? Probably just saying eat your piss and shit is probably what we're saying. Anyway, nice. And yeah, very, very happy to have this Vastum. I think that's all the Vastum I own now. Their second one, Patricidial Lust, I've got on CD, which one sort of stands out amongst the rest, because I've got the rest on vinyl, so would like to get that one on LP. But I think that one is also quite challenging. Maybe I'll trip over it one day. Vastum, Carnal Law, first album, very happy. And the last one here, and I'm going to talk more about this one in an upcoming OG press video, because I do have a small handful of 80s pressings that I want to talk about, and this is going to be one of them, so I'll just show it briefly. Definitely one of the highlights today from Utopia Records, Warhead, The Day After. Warhead is a Belgium speed metal, sort of thrash metal band. This is their second album. I have the first one, which is a really, really good album. I really enjoy that, and this one was just there. And look, the condition, alright, so it's a little bit funny on the edges, and clearly there's some sort of, I don't know what they were, maybe they were mold spots? There was some spotting here. I managed to wipe off a lot of it, but you can still see these just age spots. I don't know what they are. It's fine, it's a bit of character. But super stoked. There's the band. Look at the great photo. Awesome. This guy here doesn't look very metal. But Mausoleum Records. Mausoleum is one of those labels that it's flip a coin. You're either going to get thrashy speed metal 80s goodness, or you're going to get butt rock. You don't know with Mausoleum. But Warhead's one of the goodies. So yeah, happy to get this one. And don't think there's an inner. No inner. I'm not sure if it came with one. I'll have to go look that up. And it's just a black LP. But conditions are decent. It's they had it listed as a VG. I reckon. See, Utopia is good on this. Is their conditions? I reckon a little bit pessimistic. I reckon on Discogs this would have gone as a VG plus. There's only a handful of marks on it. So anyway, there you go. Mausoleum. Pressing there on both sides. Very, very happy to get this one. I think that's the only 2 albums this band did. Band out of Belgium. And yeah, stoked to have it. Very, very nice. And yeah, haven't been finding that many sort of 80s original presses lately that are in a good price range or of my interest, or that I don't already have. That's been a thing. There's been a lot of stuff. I've already got it. Which is good, I suppose. But yeah, the little interesting things to the side like this, haven't seen many in a while. So stoked. Warhead, The Day After. And there you go. That was a pretty good haul for one day, and yeah, boy are my arms tired. It's been definitely one of those days. I enjoyed the beer I had in that video, and now I'm going to go enjoy some sleep. Hope you endured this shopping video trip today. People do seem to like my shopping videos. I try to make them a bit interesting when I can. And yeah, if you did, like, subscribe, ring that bell. It's come to my attention that some people haven't been getting notifications, so make sure you give it a ding. Check out this thing. Check out this thing. I'll see you next time.